Hello everyone and welcome back to Carvenus 14. Now today we are going to be, well, as you can clearly see, we are going to be talking about the Electro Archon. Now for a lot of people out there, we already know that in the future we're going to be going to Inazuma and we're going to be meeting the Electro Archon. But who is she? Now, you guys may have scoured the internet and YouTube, and you probably haven't found a lot of videos talking about who the Electro Archon is. Like, some people have gone through her lore, but not a lot of people have actually gone through what her actual playstyle might be. And yes, I know, even though we don't have any information on what she even looks like, maybe I am seeing if I can speculate what her playstyle might be, looking at some previous games and stuff like that. So, of course, all of this information is just speculation, so take this with a massive, massive, small grain of salt, if that makes sense, but you understand what I'm trying to say. So, take this with a very, very small pinch, like 0.001 milligram of salt. But yeah, we'll see if I can break this character down and try and provide any information for you guys, and we'll see what I get right, what we get wrong in the future, and maybe I may make an updated video of the Electro Archon in the future, provided we actually get more information on her. So yeah, anyway, who is the Electro Archon? Well, she is the Archon of Inazuma, because Inazuma is the Electro region, so that does make her the Archon of Inazuma. She's also known as the God of Eternity, so each of the different gods, or Archons, actually have a name. Well, obviously their name, but then their, what they're the god of. So, Venti, aka Barbados, is the god of freedom. Zhongli, aka Rex Lapis or Morax, however you want to call him, is the god of contracts. And, Raiden, or Baal, which is her her Archon name, she's the god of eternity. Now, what is her actual title in Inazuma? What do the people of Inazuma call her? Because the people of Liyue call Morax they don't call Morax Barbados. I mean, they call Morax Rex Lapis. So Zhongli's Archon name is actually Morax, but the people of Liyue call him Rex Lapis. So Raiden's Archon name is actually Baal, but the people in Inazuma call her Raiden Shogun. Now, the reason for that is because of her position in where she is in the actual Inazuma hierarchy. Now, if you didn't know, the reason she's called Shogun is because she is actually the shogunate of the Inazuma Bakufu. Now, for those of you guys that don't know what the Inazuma Bakufu is, I did explain it in my last video, my Ayaka video, but I'll just go through it again. So the Inazuma Bakufu is like the government system that we have in the real world. So we have a government here. In Inazuma, they have the Inazuma Bakufu. So that's basically what it is. Now, for those of you guys that don't know what a shogunate is, a shogunate is basically the military general of a region. So in Edo period Japan, which is when Inazuma is supposed to be set, they had shogunates. So shogunates were basically people that were the head of all samurai clans in a specific region. So if you guys do remember, in my previous video, for the Ayaka video, I went through how Ayaka actually works for the Inazuma Bakufu, and how effectively she works underneath the Electro Archon, because the Shogunate is actually at the top in the governmental system. They are actually pretty much the head of everyone. So people like Ayaka actually work underneath them. Now, next point is on the Vision Hunt Decree. Now, if you guys remember back to the end of the Liyue chapter, spoiler alert for those of you guys that haven't actually played the actual Liyue chapter arc yet, but Zhongli does tell us that Raiden has actually started something called the Vision Hunt Decree. Now, the Vision Hunt Decree is basically when she orders her soldiers to actually take all visions of the people of Inazuma. So now, my theory, the reason that she's doing this, slash the reason that Zhongli is also thinking about this, so me and Zhongli kind of think that the reason Raiden is doing this is because, well, technically this is more of Zhongli's theory than mine, because I'm just following off of him, really. The reason that she's doing this is because she's the god of eternity. Now, eternity meaning forever, eternal, you know, infinity, basically stuff like that. So she's taking away people's visions because she thinks that people that don't have visions will, you know, start a riot, get jealous, become selfish, and that will basically inevitably turn to destruction to the land of Inazuma. So in order to preserve the eternity of Inazuma, she's taking away people's visions in order to keep her land sacred and her land, last forever, really. Now, she hasn't actually taken away the Inazuma Bakufu's visions, and the reason for that is obviously because of military purposes and stuff like that. I'm presuming samurai still do have their visions as well because of where they are placed in the actual hierarchy, the social hierarchy of Inazuma. So, workers of the Inazuma Bakufu and samurais have probably kept their visions because obviously they're warriors, they're fighters, they're meant, or, you know, they're born to pretty much protect their own land. So taking away their visions is it's a very, very dumb idea. That's why Ayaka is actually seen to still have her vision on her. I can't actually remember where she wears it, but you guys probably will know if you've been paying attention, if you catch my drift. Now, in terms of design, well, we actually don't know what Raiden Shogun is actually going to look like. A lot of people think that she's going to be very similar to Raiden Mei because of many things. Number one, they both have the name Raiden in their name. Number two, they're also the god of lightning, or god of Electro, basically. The Herrscher of Thunder, aka Raiden Mei, is the Herrscher of Thunder, or god of lightning, and Raiden Shogun is the Electro Archon, the god of the Electro element, which is lightning, basically. So that's why a lot of people are linking Raiden Mei to Raiden Shogun, and the fact that the name Raiden, if you guys didn't know, Raiden actually literally means lightning god. So what is it? If you guys are actual original OG gamers, you guys will remember Raiden from Metal Gear Solid. Yeah, he actually has the ability to do stuff with lightning. Raiden from Mortal Kombat is literally the god of lightning, and he was basically sent to protect Earthrealm by the Elder Gods. And yeah, Herrscher of Thunder, Raiden Mei, the god of lightning. So Raiden literally means god of lightning, if you guys didn't know that, or controller of lightning, basically something along those lines. So yeah, so that's why we can actually base our theories off of the fact that Raiden Shogun may look like Raiden Mei from Honkai Impact the Third. Now, as for if she's going to look exactly like Raiden Mei, maybe, but I'm thinking she may have, like, you know, a few characteristics between Raiden Mei's original skin and Raiden Mei's, like, you know, more Japanese, you know, Japanese-aspired skin. So maybe something like this with the color combination of of this one and this one. So yeah, another theory that these two could be very similar is because Raiden Mei is very, like, her color scheme is very purple, very purplish red, which, if you didn't know, is the color scheme for the Electro element. The Electro color is purple, and you can see here, she's got, like, pinkish purple eyes, pinkish to red horns, purple hair. Basically, she's very, very inspired around the color of purple. So we could very well be seeing, like, the same color palette of Raiden Mei into Raiden Shogun. Now, if Raiden Shogun does look like Raiden Mei, all of my Primo Gems are going into that banner. And if you didn't know, I am, like, when I said the next waifu that I'm saving for, it is actually Raiden. So there you guys go. Now you know who I'm actually waiting for, because I think she's going to be really, really cool, especially because with the amount of power creep that Mihoyo have actually introduced into the game, I know she's going to be quite powerful when she does come out. So yeah. Anyway, enough of her amazing design. We'll carry on to her playstyle. Now, Raiden Shogun's playstyle may be similar to Raiden Mei, but toned down. So the reason I'm saying that is because in Honkai Impact, Raiden Mei, she's like basically all over the place in terms of her attack. Like, she's dashing in and out. Her attacks are like loud, obnoxious, in your face. But because of the way Genshin Impact's physics work and stuff like that, it may be a bit more toned down, so it may be a bit more subtle. So it's still going to be crazy enough to make her go like, wow, but maybe a bit more Genshin Impact friendly, and maybe a bit more subtle, a bit more toned down. Now, her being a samurai, obviously, it would make sense that she's fast, agile, and on her feet. So constantly moving on the field, a bit like Hu Tao and a bit like Zhao. Similar to samurais, of course. Now, her weapon, I am speculating to be a sword and katana. Of course, this whole playstyle is very, very heavily speculated off of this is basically my opinion on how she's going to play out and what she may actually be if Mihoyo does bring her out. So, I think she's going to be, her weapon type is going to be a sword or katana. The reason for that is mainly because Raiden Mei, which is what a lot of the community is basing her off of, does use a katana / sword. Now, katanas are one-handed swords, so they're not going to be their own separate class style. I don't think. I highly doubt it. So maybe a sword. Yeah. Now, as for why she's going to be a sword character, obviously, like I said, one major reason is, you know, Raiden Mei is a sword wielder. She uses a sword. You can tell here, you can see here, and you can see here as well in her robotic arm things. I haven't played Honkai Impact, as you could probably tell. I played like the first 2 hours of Honkai Impact, but that was it. Because I didn't really have an understanding for the game, so I just stopped. So, yeah, anyway, second reason as to why she might be using it. Now, if you didn't know, fast weapons is what samurais use. So a lot of samurais mainly use sword and katanas, but they can also use pole arms and bows, as you know, as if you've seen a lot of samurai movies, they do use bows and pole arms or spears. Yeah, because of that, she may be using a pole arm, a sword, or a bow. But here's the thing, right? I think she's going to be a sword user, and the reason for that is because, well, obviously those two previous reasons, but polearm and bow has actually already been taken by the previous two Archons. So Venti uses a bow, Zhongli uses a polearm. So the only weapon left is the sword. Of course, they could just make Raiden Shogun another bow user or another polearm user, but if Mihoyo wants to keep the diversity, then I think a sword user would make more sense. And here's the thing, right? When you think about lightning, what do you guys think about? It's very powerful, and it's very, very fast. In fact, lightning is so quick that you see the lightning strike first before actually hearing it. That's how quick lightning is. So, yeah, it travels pretty much faster than the speed of sound. So, because of that, it would make sense that it's easily accessible to Raiden Shogun, like pretty much on her, pretty much most of the time, aka right here. Or it strikes really, really quickly. Now, the only two really fast weapons in the game are polearms and swords. Now, obviously, we could have a polearm, but then again, we already have a lot of we already have 3 5-star polearm characters in the game: Hu Tao, Zhao, and Zhongli, and we're going to be getting you know, future ones as well. Now, of course, you may argue that, hold on, there is another 5-star sword character that's also the Electro element, and that is Keqing, everyone's favorite Electro Queen. Now, of course, of course, this is a contradicting fact, but like I said, Mihoyo could actually try to introduce more 5-star Electro Sword characters. So Keqing being the only 5-star Electro Sword character right now, she could actually be, Raiden Shogun could actually be the next 5-star Electro Sword character. Now, her position, I think she may be a DPS. Again, this is heavily inspired for what position Raiden Mei plays in Honkai Impact. So, because she could be an Electro DPS, that's why I'm thinking, because in Honkai Impact, Raiden Mei's attacks are, they do a lot of electro damage, like lightning damage, so that's why I'm thinking Electro DPS is probably highly likely. They could make her a physical DPS as well if they wanted to, but, yeah, but, like I said, Keqing is the only 5-star Electro Sword DPS in the game. So bringing Raiden Shogun into the game, that would make Raiden Shogun the second 5-star Electro Sword DPS. Now, obviously, a lot of people do have access to Keqing, so if they do make Raiden Shogun a 5-star Electro Sword DPS character, exactly like Keqing, they're going to have to make her unique. Like, maybe she summons thunder from the sky, and that turns all of her attacks into Electro, or something like that. That could be a unique style that Raiden Shogun has. But, yeah, like I said, I am starting to, I am bending towards Raiden Shogun being a Electro 5-star sword DPS, but of course, these are all speculations, and it's way, way, way too early to even think about what her playstyle is, because we don't even have Inazuma. We don't even know what she looks like. The only things we actually know from the game itself is what her name is, and who she's the god of, what she's the god of, and what she's doing right now. So, yeah, that's all we know. We don't even know what she looks like at this point. So, that's why I'm saying she might be inspired by Raiden Mei from Honkai Impact. So, yeah, now as for when she's going to be coming out, I think that she's going to be coming out in patch 2.1. Now, that's coming out in August 2021, because if you guys did see my previous video on when Ayaka might be coming out, I said that she's going to be coming out along with the Inazuma patch, which is going to be patch 2.0. Now, that's in July, so the next month after that is August. Now, the reason I say she's going to be coming out in August and not July is because as soon as we get patch 2.0, we're also going to get the Archon quest for patch 2.0. So basically the Inazuma Act, the Inazuma chapter, which is chapter 2. So as soon as patch 2.0 comes out, it's going to be the start of the Inazuma quest. So to prevent any spoilers from actually coming out, Mihoyo may go like, you know what, let's release, Raiden Shogun a patch after, because the way the game is actually supposed to work is that each and every single patch is supposed to have the Archon quest. So patch 1.0 would have rightfully been the Mondstadt patch, but because it was just the beginning of the game, they decided to give us a lot of things to do just because of the beginning of the release. So the way it would have worked out was patch 1.0 was Mondstadt's chapter, and patch 1.1 was meant to be Zhongli's chapter, right? So not Zhongli's chapter, the Liyue chapter. So, yeah, that's why I think, and also to prevent spoilers, because Liyue also came in 1.0, they also made Zhongli come in patch 1.1 as the second banner. So, she may be coming as the second banner in patch 2.1, just to, prevent any spoilers and any, stuff like that basically getting out, or, data miners. So, yeah. Now, again, another reason that she may be coming out in patch 2.1 and not 2.0 is because we don't actually have any information on her. Like I said, we don't know what she looks like. We don't know what she, what her playstyle is going to be like. We don't know what her character personality is going to be like. So we basically don't know anything on her apart from what her name is, who she's the god of, what she's the god of, and what she's currently doing in Inazuma right now. That's it. We pretty much have no information on her. Like, we pretty much have a stab in the dark to understand who she really is. She's like a needle in a haystack trying to find information about her. Like, I honestly scoured the internet and could not find any solid, concrete information on her. Like, her lore and who she is, I could find information on that. But her playstyle, this entire section, you guys see, this is all based off of my speculations. I honestly did not find any of this information online because there was no information about what she could be played as online. So all of this playstyle area bit, this could all just be completely wrong. But this is what I'm speculating off of. So please don't come and knock on my door and start yelling obsceneries in my house because, you know, I'm just a humble man doing my job as a speculator and as a YouTuber to you guys. So, yeah. Of course, I could be wrong. I could be right. All of this could be right. But what are the odds? Let's face it. We're playing a gacha game here. What are the odds everything here is correct? What's the odds that 10% of this is correct? So, yeah, like I said, we honestly have no information on her apart from who she is. Like, maybe just this section. That's everything we know. That's all we know. We don't know when she's coming out, what she's going to be doing, if she's going to actively try and kill us when we get to Inazuma. God knows, and God forbid that happens. But, yeah, basically, that's honestly been the end of the video, guys. I actually have no other information on her, and you can tell, because I'm trying to waffle to try and make this video a bit more information friendly, but like I said, I honestly have no other information to give you guys, nothing else to say, and yeah, basically that will probably be the end of the video because I don't want to waste your guys' time. Anyway, put down in the comment section below if you guys are actually waiting for Raiden Shogun just like I am, or if you're saving for Ayaka or someone even further down in the line, like, I don't know, maybe La Signora when she's going to be coming out in the Snezhnaya update, who knows, like what, 4 years from now I believe, or 5 years from now, so yeah. Anyway, I have been Carvenus14, and still am, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I will see you all very, very soon. Well, not very soon, but, you know, soon. Oh, yeah, by the way, one more thing. Sorry about that. I probably should have said this earlier, but a bit of a news update from me, personally. From now onwards, videos may actually be starting to come out a little bit slower, just because, you know, as you guys could probably tell, if you couldn't already, well, I'm a 6th former, and I'm currently going to 6th form. So, yeah, because of that, my school is starting back up next month. Not next month, sorry. Next Monday. Next Monday. So, yeah, pretty much on the 15th of March, I am going to be starting school again. So, because of that, and my school hours being quite long, videos are definitely going to be slowing down. But I will try and get videos out if you, because I know, you know, you guys love me and all that. So, yeah. So, video progress basically is definitely going to slow down because of school starting up next month, and pretty much half of you guys watching this might actually be going to school as well. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, that's basically it. That's all I wanted to say about my news update. So, yeah. School starting up next week, so videos are going to be slowing down, but I will definitely keep posting on any new information that we find, whether it be, you know, character speculations, you know, new stuff coming into the game, like patches and stuff like. I probably won't be doing patch 1.4 because there's already loads of videos out on that, so, yeah. But yeah, future patch updates, future character speculations, definitely my playthroughs are still going to be happening, so none of that's going away. I'm still going to be doing YouTube. Like I said, it's just going to be slowing down. So, yeah, goodbye.